Discretion is advised.
What's up guys, Devin from LYX Vapor here, and today we're going to be making some unbiased opinion videos. We got the smok Nord and the Novo.
This is the Nord.
And we also have a badge, but that's being ignored. But we're just going to try these out, compare them. We have the same flavor in them, zero nic. We're running it low. We just want to get some good flavor, some good juice, some good fucking product, okay? So today I got my good buddies with me. We got Mr. Jason and we got Mr. Matt. Let's get this going.
One spec I would like to mention though is this pod, it carries 2 milliliters compared to the 3 on the Nord. So that may be something you take into consideration when choosing a product.
Alright, give it a rip.
First test, we're just going to pass around the Novo. Oh, that is good.
It was smooth, not a lot of popping at all.
Not that poppy. I did get some. I did get some spit back though.
A little spit
A
back?
little bit of spit back.
I think you guys got all of it because mine was fine.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Yeah. The Nord's a lot easier just because of the automatic switch or the manual switch you have to press. It's a lot more simple.
If you mouth along this, you won't get any spit back.
It's a little thicker too, the Nord, than the Novo, but it's definitely comfortable in the hands.
Yeah, it's got a good grip.
So let's try this. This one also has a button rather than the draw. Getting about the same flavor from both.
Are you?
A little more cloud production though, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely with the Nord. But I think that's to be expected with its own like kind of proprietary coil,
rather than the
just the pod system, yeah, or the interchangeable pods at least.
I also like having the button.
See, okay, so I've had the Nord before, and my personal opinion on it is the button. I was working in a more industrial type of workspace, blue collar workspace, and the button would hit in my pocket, and it killed my fucking coil. So
you can turn it off.
You can turn it off. I'm just a very forgetful person. So if you're a forgetful person and you work in a very heavily movement environment and you have a lot of stuff in your pockets or something like that, you might want to turn it off beforehand. Or maybe you want to go with the Novo. I'm getting the same flavor profile of both of them for the most part. I think it's a little bit cleaner off the Nord, just in my personal opinion, but I do like them both.
So we're running the same coil in both, well, same. They're normal coils in both of them right now. The Nord does have an option for a mesh coil setup, which people do say that it gets more flavor and a little more cloud production out of it. And I don't know, what's the price difference on a normal coil to a mesh coil?
They're the same.
It's the exact same.
Smok sells about the same.
If you get the Nord, make sure to get the mesh coil, then it's just...
Yeah, it's just a better coil. It gives off a better flavor. It lasts you a little bit longer. I wouldn't say it lasts you too much longer, but it does last you a couple days longer. Although it is a smaller coil, so it won't last you great amount of time. But as long as you're not, like if you're a constant user of the coil or of the Nord, if you were to hit it like once every 5 minutes, all day until you slept, the coil would probably burn out on you in about a week. Which I think is pretty generous. It's a pretty good time though.
A week's generous.
A week's a little generous.
If you prime it right, it probably lasts.
That's what I'm saying.
And
like, if you let it sit, if you take care of your product, then it will treat you right.
Yeah. And that's another thing I want to point out. These are pod systems still, so you need to make sure to soak any coils in the pod. Make sure to leave them in the juice in it for a little bit before you first hit it.
Yeah.
I think they recommend like 10 minutes, but I'd
say about 15.
Yeah,
15
maybe
minutes
30
for sure.
if you have time.
There's a little way to cheat it if you want to get the juice in there a little bit faster. Make sure to really get in. If you block off the airflow and suck in at the same time, it gets the juice through a little faster. I've actually had a Novo before, and so what seems to happen later on after like pods usage and stuff is what can happen, and some people had the same issue that I did, was after a draw it will sometimes keep hitting even after you backed up, and that can lead to coils being burned over time a little faster. I don't know, did you have that problem with the Nord at all?
Yeah, especially after extraneous usage. So if you use it, I'd say for a couple of months, you'll start to notice some of the little problems that you can see in a lot of pod systems. One thing about the Nord, that its downside, in my personal opinion, if you get juice outside, like if you get in this button area, the button can stick, and if you hit it, sometimes it will go until the it will go until the cutoff time, so you have to pull the pod out, and it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but if you're careful with your product, if you take care of it, it will treat you right.
Yeah. And so I've had this product for a while now. This is the smok badge. This is what we talked about earlier. It's my go-to pod system all the time, really. And something that I've noticed is it's not really the system itself. It's more like the pod. The more you use one pod, the longer we'll do that for, like the drawing after a hit.
Yeah.
And so you just have to make sure you got a new pod. Don't let your pods get like really burned.
Don't let your pods get disgusting.
Yeah.
Take it from somebody who kept their pods disgusting. Don't let your pods.
They won't do that after hit crap really as much.
One thing I will note is that the battery life on the Nord does last a little bit longer than the Novo. 450.
Sure. Where do you see that?
Novo's 450.
Yeah.
Novo's 450.
Okay. 1100.
Oh my.
Okay.
That's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Okay, so
3, 2.
It's almost about almost three times the amount of battery. But then again, you are using.
You're using it a lot more and a lot more frequently too.
Yeah. And it uses a lot more of the battery. So.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a good payoff having the button click, having an independent coil, so you don't have to switch out and buy a whole new pod. You can just buy like a 2 or 3 pack of coils and keep that same pod if you're running the same juice.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, convenience. You do need to change out the pod. I don't know how often you do.
Novo, I'd say once a week. Nord, you don't need to change out the pod at all. Coils, I'd say once a week if you take care of it.
You don't need to change the pod at all?
No, the pod does not need to be changed whatsoever. You just have to take out the coil. You have to take out the coil and then put another one in. And these come at like $5 a pack. So.
Pack of what? 2?
3.
3? Pack of 3. Okay.
So.
Which is pretty good considering
it's
like
a little
other
bit cheaper
pod systems.
Yeah,
it's a little cheaper
So.
too, and you get some benefits of it.
less plastic waste.
Save the turtles.
Save
the turtles.
Vape and save the turtles.
To go with the Nord on this one for the 2. I still think the badge is superior to both of
The
them.
badge is a really good pod system. But me personally, I'm going to have to go with the Novo just because I like the tighter draw. It's a little bit more convenient, even though they're both pretty small pod systems. This one's a little bit bigger actually, but it is a very small, convenient. You get the same flavor, a very tiny amount less of cloud production. It's just a better pod system for what I like in my pod systems.
So thanks for watching, guys. It's been a fun little unbiased opinion of the Nord compared to the Novo. We did compare little other products in this, like the badge and some other pod systems. We didn't name any specific other ones.
No, just use it
but just from like past experience.
Yeah.
I liked them both. They're good.
Yeah.
I feel like if I lost my badge, I might pick up the Nord though.
I think throughout the video went 2 for 1, Novo over Nord, but
Yeah.
that's literally just our personal opinions on what we look for in a pod system. Like we said, both great pod systems. Both are things we think you should pick up. It's basically the vaping standard for a pod system.
Yeah.
I love it.
Definitely, if you got time, if you know anybody, try them out, both of them, before you make your decision on either one. And make sure to try out a lot of different ones, okay?
Because if you don't really expand your knowledge on the pod system you're getting, or if you don't do enough research for what you need, then you won't get the right thing, and it becomes a bad experience. So really just make sure you know what you're getting. Like these guys, they both have badges. They love them. They've been using them for years, a literal year. And that just seems crazy to me.
Same badge too.
Yeah, that's
same badge. Yeah.
Same badge. I mean, they obviously have changed out their pods because I mean, come on.
What? Wait, you changed the pod in these?
You're supposed to change them. Not true.
Shit.
I love it. Put the music.
See you guys.
Body or most of the day.